So the R is the kind of resistor. For the CR is a common core resistor. I'm sorry, a copper resistor. Where did I get common core from? I don't know. Autocorrect. You don't make mistakes. Make custom modifications. Hey, I'm Darren. Welcome back to Autocorrected. Man, this truck's been so much fun. It's been really easy to work on. I really appreciate you guys sticking in for the long haul. There's been, at this point, several videos come out on the progress of this thing. Now that we got it running, now we can concentrate our efforts more to a tune-up style with fluids. We're going to change the stripper cap rotor button, plug wires, do oil and filter change. And you can see how good that new fuel tank looks. It looks like new money, like jewelry in a jewelry box. But yeah, so real excited about it. Thanks guys for hanging in there. Do me a favor now, you gotta click the buttons down there, the like and the share and subscribe and all that stuff now. That way we get these videos out to more people. And you know, I'm just having fun. So appreciate you coming along for the ride. And don't forget, here at Autocorrected, we don't make mistakes, custom modifications. Okay, folks, a couple pointers on spark plugs. I'm getting ready to do spark plugs on this S-10, and let me give you some pointers here. First of all, you need some dielectric grease. This is what I recommend. I mean, everybody has a little different way to do it. Some anti-seize lubricant for the threads, and I always keep an old boot from an old spark plug wire to you know, to help start it. That way you're not cross-threading it with a ratchet or a socket. So what I like to do, now this anti-seize, a little bit goes a long way, guys. Just a little bit on the threads, just a little tickle. Also, gap your plugs. Now, if you don't have one of these handy little gap tools, they make several different kinds. This is the kind I prefer to use. And if you don't know your gap, then simply, let me swirl you around here, right here, on your sticker, if you still got the sticker on your car, it tells you timing before top dead center, 0. Of course, it has automatic and manual transmission. Spark plug gap is 0.045. And that's where this comes in. All right, whoop, going back around. Yep. All right. So, you found your 0.045 on your gauge. That's right here in the middle. And then you're going to stick the gauge in at the skinny point of the gauge to start off with. And this one's about closed all the way up. About closed all the way up. Let me see if I can help it out there a little bit. There we go. Oh, that might be a little too far. All right, so you start, put your, yep, a little too far. So if you do that, if you actually go a little too far, just lightly tap it a little bit to close it in. That looks about right. And now we'll see if we can get it. Now we're good. Now we have to force it to the 0.045 mark, like so. And now that's get. Now we already put our anti-seize on, and we use this boot to get the spark plug started. See that? All right. So now, before you put your boot on, take some dielectric grease, squirt you a little bit inside this boot. It'll help stop from corrosion and also help you snap it on there. Sometimes they're a little tight, hard to get snapped on. But it does two different things for you. The anti-seize lubricant helps it to not stick in when you take the spark plugs out the next time. Now, one thing I want to let's talk about spark plugs for a second. There is 120,000 different varieties of spark plugs, but if you know a couple of simple things, it gets you a long ways. First of all, like on your old lawnmowers, this cap will twist off, and you don't need it because it just pops in the threads, but this one I don't think comes off, so it's tight. Also, this is R43TS. Now you might say, what does that mean? Well, the TS on the end means tapered seal. If you'll look on the very end, don't know if you can see that, but right here where it seats to the head, it is beveled. There's no gasket, no ring, nothing like that there. So tapered seat means the seat's tapered and it's going to match to the head. If you have the non-tapered seat, it'll have a little, like a lawnmower. Lawnmower has a non-tapered seat. It'll have like a little crush gasket there. It'll look like two little gaskets together, and when you twist it in, that's what makes your seal. But on this type, on the tapered seal, that's what makes your gasket there. So the R is the kind of resistor. For the CR is a common core resistor. I'm sorry, a copper resistor. Where did I get common core from? I don't know. But anyways, CR is copper resistor. The regular R is nickel, which is just fine. So we're going to use the R43TS in this 94 S-10. And so hope you enjoy it. We're going to get at it. All right. One more thing about plug wires. As you can see here, I have my new set of plug wires all laid out. Kind of all where this would be the distributor cap side. And here's all your different lengths. Now this is kind of a match set for this vehicle. So then what you do is you take the one I just took off, which happens to be the #1 spark plug wire, and you can see why I'm replacing these. Look at that. Look at that notch. And that, see that? Yeah. Mice and whatever knots been chewing on these stupid things. But anyways, also notice there's a couple different ends. That's because the way they fit in the car, the ones in the back, that with the ones that connect to the spark plug with the 90-degree elbow, they try to keep it off the headers, plus to keep it in the wire looms. Of course, keep it away from the steering shaft and other digicals and moving parts. So you kind of want to make sure that you get the right length, the right end with the one you took off. That way it'll make it put back on a lot easier. Plus you don't want to get down to the end and your last spark plug wire be too short to reach where you're trying to get to. So, little tips and tricks there, guys. Let me know if you got any tips and tricks. Everybody put them in the comments if you got any. All right, guys. So I got the spark plugs, wires, cap, and rotor button done. As you can see, nice shiny new. Got my wires tucked in. Got my coil wire on. Make sure you keep your wires away from anything hot or rotating or moving, so don't get skinned up. Make sure the caps actually snap on the ends, because they sometimes will surprise you. And also, make sure you double check your timing. This timing, as you can see, I got that one marked number 1. This timing goes clockwise, and it's 1-6-5-4-3-2. This is a 6-cylinder. So basically, if you do it counterclockwise, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it actually fires this way: 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there's your coil wire in the middle. So, about to fire this thing up. Make sure I didn't do anything wrong. Make sure it fires up. Sounds all right. All right, folks, that's going to be the end of this video. I appreciate you sticking around, hanging out with me. It's been fun times. Tune-ups aren't that hard if you just use a little bit of common sense and, a little bit of general automotive mechanics. You can do it yourself. And remember, here at AutoCorrected, we don't make mistakes, we make custom modifications.